A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant turn of events, Thames Water has officially withdrawn its plans to allocate hefty bonuses to its executives, which were tied to a controversial £3 billion emergency bailout. This decision comes after mounting pressure from government officials and public outrage over the utility company's financial management and service failures. Environment Secretary Steve Reed expressed his satisfaction with the company's decision, stating, "I'm very happy indeed that Thames have now dropped those proposals. It was the wrong thing to do. It offends against their own customers' sense of fair play." The controversy began when Thames Water's chairman, Sir Adrian Montague, mistakenly claimed that creditors had insisted on the retention payments, which could have amounted to 50% of senior executive salaries, translating to potential payouts of up to £1 million on top of their regular pay. The government has been clear in its stance that rewarding executives for perceived failures is unacceptable, especially in light of Thames Water's troubled history of pollution incidents, rising bills, and executive pay that many argue is unjustified given the company's performance. Reed highlighted that Thames Water was attempting to sidestep new regulations designed to prevent such bonus payments by labeling them as retention payments instead. He emphasized that the government would take necessary actions to ensure compliance with the new rules, which will enable the regulatory body, Ofwat, to ban bonuses that are deemed unfair or undeserved. The withdrawal of the bonus plan marks a significant victory for consumer advocates and a response to the growing scrutiny of the water industry's practices in the UK. Thames Water, which services approximately 16 million customers, has been under the spotlight for its financial management, especially after securing a bailout to avoid collapse earlier this year. The company's financial struggles have raised questions about the appropriateness of rewarding executives amid such turmoil. In a letter to the Environment Committee, Montague admitted to possibly misrepresenting the situation regarding the retention payments, acknowledging that his statements may have been misleading. He stated, "I appreciate that in the heat of the moment, I may have misspoken when I stated that the creditors insisted on the management retention plan." This admission came after scrutiny from various quarters, including media reports suggesting that the push for these bonuses originated from the executives themselves rather than the creditors. In light of the backlash, Thames Water's board has decided to pause the retention scheme while awaiting further guidance from regulators on the implementation of new rules concerning executive pay. A spokesperson for Thames Water emphasized that the board never intended to be at odds with the government's reform objectives for the water industry. The recent developments highlight a growing trend where public utilities are being held accountable for their financial practices and the treatment of their executives. As the UK government prepares to implement stricter regulations on water companies, it remains to be seen how Thames Water and its counterparts will adapt to the changing landscape. The Prime Minister's office has reiterated that water company executives should not be rewarded for failures, reinforcing the government's commitment to ensuring accountability within the sector. With the new Ofwat powers set to take effect soon, the landscape of executive compensation in the water industry is poised for transformation. Thames Water's decision to withdraw the bonus plan is a critical step in restoring public trust and aligning the company's practices with consumer expectations. As the situation continues to unfold, stakeholders will be closely monitoring how Thames Water navigates its financial challenges and the implications of regulatory changes on its operations and executive compensation policies. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.